Phyllis Caulfield on General Hospital started out as a nurse and turned into so much more. Actress Juliet Jeffers made her debut in the November 12, 2020, episode of the soap, but resurfaced again in January 2021. Viewers might recognize the actress from her many guest-starring roles in primetime on series like Chicago Med, All Rise, Modern Family, and Criminal Minds. GH isn't technically her daytime debut, as her IMDb page lists a 1992 episode of CBS Sutzer the Young and the Restless as her very first acting credit. When Valentine Cassadine was trying to help Nina Reeves locate her long-lost child, he went to get information out of her mother, Madeline Reeves. When Nina had gotten pregnant, Madeline had drugged her in an attempt to kill the baby, but instead, Nina went into a coma and the baby survived. Nina confessed she'd removed Nina from Crichton Clark Clinic and hired a private nurse to care for her until she delivered and she could put the baby up for adoption. Nina hoped Phyllis would have the answers she was after. ABC After receiving a locket from her childhood, Nina learned from a jeweler that half of it was missing and she suspected her long-lost daughter, or son, might have the other piece. With the help of Jasper Jacks, Nina located the man who made the necklace in New York City, who remembered making the piece of jewelry. He found a receipt with the name Phyllis Caulfield and Nina remembered her as the nurse who took care of her when she came out of her coma. Curtis Ashford narrowed down the search to find the right nurse and Nina recognized her immediately when she saw her at the Metro Court. Phyllis confirmed that Nina's baby survived and under Madeline's orders, brought the infant to a family in North Florida. He had no names or way to trace them, but with Madeline's permission, gave the child the other half of Nina's heart necklace in case she wanted to search for her birth mother one day. Phyllis has a great bedside manner. ABC in January 2021, Phyllis reappeared when Sunny was brought into the hospital where she works as a nurse. Admitting that she hadn't seen any missing person reports matching his description, Phyllis tried to keep his spirits up and finding his watch was inscribed Mike, suggested it was his name. She brought him back home to her husband, Lenny Caulfield, and convinced him to let Mike work and live at the bar they owned, called the Tano. His erratic behavior led Phyllis to suspect he was bipolar, and once he was on medication, they allowed him to continue on at the bar. In fact, when Mike was accused of robbery, she and Lenny defended him to the cops. Phyllis was surprised when Nina showed up in Nixon Falls, but that was nothing compared to Nina's reaction to seeing Mike. Not realizing the truth behind their connection, Phyllis continued trying to push Mike and Nina together. In fact, when Nina later returned to Port Charles, Phyllis urged Mike to go visit her there. Concerned when Lenny collapsed at the bar and blamed it on heart trouble, Phyllis insisted he see a specialist and found one in New York City. Unfortunately, she was heartbroken when he was diagnosed with advanced pancreatic cancer. Stay tuned to find out what happens next. Love GH? Be sure to join our We Love General Hospital Facebook group to chat about all the latest storylines and juicy gossip. Ad block test?